All right, everybody. All right, we're back, and I just set up some technical things. Let me guys know. You see everything, and can you hear my guest speaking? Hello, Thomas. Let's check. Let's hear some feedback. Ah, okay, yeah. You have to avoid the feedback. That's better. But you hear yourself as well? So you had the feedback, so that's perfect. Okay, so some people seem to cannot hear you. Nope, he's quiet. Okay, let me just check. Maybe it has to do with the fact that I am using my headset. Okay, wait it out, guys. We'll be back in no time. Sound. Thomas?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, how about now? Can you hear Thomas?
Can you hear me? Hi, everybody.
Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Are you okay with hearing Thomas? That looks better.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Oh, perfect, perfect. Okay, we can get started. Great. Hey, Thomas, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Nice. So, yeah, we just put up your 2NL table, and you just told me you're a beginner in cash games online.
Well, I'm a beginner overall, I would say. I started out playing poker in August, 3 months ago.
Right.
And, well, I started out with Sit and Goes and the Poker School Online League, the open skill league, and last 2 months with the Premier Skill League, but I'm sucking.
Right.
It's not running good.
Okay, so it's mainly tournaments and sit and goes?
Yeah. And well, I stumbled upon your content online.
Cool.
And started beginning watching your streams. And then I said to myself, okay, I have to do something. Cash games,
Right,
especially Zoom, is much more action, and I like it very much. So
it is.
I decided to set up a blog for my Zoom sessions. It's like a diary, I would say.
Where's the blog at?
It's liku.me.
Okay, you can put it in chat later if you like.
Yeah.
And people can watch and visit it. That's cool.
Yeah. And well, today is my first day.
That's cool.
My very first day, my very first session. Well, I played some sessions before, but it's my very first session for this blog and for my cash game career.
That's cool. Awesome. Yeah, and we'll all be part of it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. What I have in mind is what we could do is you could just play a session, just a couple of hands. We don't have to play a lot or like very long, like maybe like half an hour or something.
Okay.
And you know what you're gonna do is you just you hit the you can just in a couple of seconds you can hit the I'm back button. You just start playing, and as soon as you get into the table, just click the sit out next big blind, and just play one orbit, and then we'll just talk about the different hands during that orbit, and you can comment a little bit on what you do and why you do it. So
okay,
that would be cool.
I'll try to.
Okay, good luck. Let's get started.
Yeah.
I'll be excited to see that.
So this is easy fold, I would say.
There's the first one. I wouldn't fold that hand. But we'll talk about that later. Yeah, that's one of the things in 6max Zoom.
And it's well, I said it before. I played sit and goes and tournaments, and this small blind 7-8 offsuit.
Yeah. You usually fold it. Yeah,
I
I see
usually
what you
fold.
mean. That's right. Yeah, Knopper just said it also. It's like in Six Max Cash, it's very important to steal the blinds on a regular basis
Yep.
because especially when you play Zoom, like the blinds come up so often in Six Max that you just got to make sure you pick up enough of them because you've got to post them yourself all the time, and you just got to make sure you pick up your share of the blinds all the time.
Yep. So here we see call, two calls. I would say I will raise. Standard raise for me on this spot would be 4 times.
That's pretty frisky.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll not comment on it. I mean, I'll just let you play. I'll just let you play.
Yeah. Very first session.
Yeah, sure. No worries. No worries. Oh, good.
Okay, we see a call.
Oh, I think you got something in the HUD is not quite correct, but we can fix that later.
It's a bit messed up.
Just a little bit, yeah. Just one position is mixed up.
Okay, I will check this spot. Well, can only check.
Yeah, we can definitely talk about some of the hands later on.
You would say big raise, so I would fold on the spot.
Yeah, I think you got it. Sounds about right.
Okay, S9, I will try to defend this.
Okay, yeah, give him the 3-bet.
I see a call, pair of 9s. Give him continuation bet, half pot.
Yeah, go ahead. Give him good. Take it down. Oh yeah,
Okay,
blink an eye, and that's
set.
sweet.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Okay, half pot. Here we go. Calls.
We'll talk later, guys. You can still put your stuff in chat. We'll talk later about the hands for sure, yeah. But you also got to make sure Thomas got to focus on his play, and we can just collect our thoughts for afterwards. Bam, hope that he has a king.
Let's see.
Take that, EU.
Okay, he raises.
That's interesting.
That's very interesting, yeah. I think call would be okay. Raise, re-raise. Pretty unsure if I should shove this. So I give it call. But let's see, I only have 111 left, so I will raise.
Oh, it's very close, yeah. I was going to say, I think it's a call for sure. I would call as well. Yeah,
Okay.
you have to call because, yeah, I was just going to say, but yeah, a lot of good spots to talk about. Man, that's quite a number of spots for just one orbit. That's awesome.
Let's save it on here. So, oops. Yeah.
I know you can just what you can do is you can just get the table back up. Just keep on playing. That's fine. And if you just hit the replayer button in the top left corner, we can just replay some of the hands later on.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a way too big of a raise, like 4x.
Yeah.
These 4x raises, I don't know what they mean.
Okay, 6s I will raise, standard raise.
A pair is always good. It's always a good start.
Even if you're under the gun.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love all the pairs. At micro stakes, I love all the pairs. At higher stakes, I start to dislike some deuces through 5s, or deuces through 4s maybe.
Okay,
But,
he checks this one. I will try to bet a little bit. Let's see what he does. He folds, okay.
Take it down. All right. Okay, let's go through some of the hands. That is definitely like a very, very interesting orbit. And guys, you can all help us out now. And keep shooting your thoughts into the chat. Yeah, just get the replayer up. You can scroll back to the first hand if you like, because I think there was like so much to talk about. Bottom right. Yeah, if you just hit the other two arrows on the right hand side. Yeah, okay. Those are perfect. Yeah, we'll talk about all the spots, guys, so no worries. Everything will get noted. I think that
okay, here we are.
You started before, right? You started before we got live. Okay. So what was the first hand that we played? I don't even remember. Was it?
It was a
it was a 7-8, I think. Because
7-8 suited.
Roman asked what would be your standard raise or standard opening range in the small blind, and I think 7-8 is definitely falling into the category of being a good contender for stealing. If you just hit the rewind button, this. Or you can just click the stop button. I think that works as well if it puts it back to the start. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, very first hand you had the small blind with 7-8. I think it's a good spot to just try and steal blinds because you have already one blind invested, so you already have money in there, and 7-8 is a little bit connected, and even if you do see a flop, you can sometimes flop some good stuff. So I think it's fine. I think it's like the bottom of my raising range here would probably be 7-6 or 6-5 offsuit.
Okay.
But I think they're connected enough to just try and steal. And if you don't take it down pre-flop, you still have some decent playability. So that should be okay. And yeah, as I was saying, I think stealing in 6-max is just very important because the blinds come up so often and you just have to post and you have to make up for that and just have to win some back. So yeah, I think you could have raised that for sure.
Yeah, I can see the point, yeah.
Like, the thing is, most people just like to fast fold because it's Zoom poker. Yep. But it definitely pays to just wait it out. If somebody raises, you just fold it. No doubt about that. But if it's getting folded to you, you can just go ahead and raise yourself. That's fine. All right.
Okay.
Let's move on. That was that.
Okay, next hand. Ace-4.
Thanks for the follow, whoever it was. I haven't seen it right now, but I'll see it soon. So the Ace-4, yeah, I think this is a fold from that position.
Yeah. And we have a raise here.
So yeah, especially against a raise, for sure.
Next one. 5-jack.
Yeah, certainly folding that.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So here under the gun, 7-jack. Folded this one.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just too weak. Doesn't work. 6-5. That was an interesting hand. Yeah, I thought I think I wouldn't raise there. It's interesting. You like to raise the 6-5 in the big because there was like a limp. So everybody folded to the
I was in the big blinds. So
yeah.
Fold. And we have here call, another call.
Yeah, I would just check my options here because 6-5 is a little bit too weak, I guess. Stealing with just one player behind you is cool, but now you have to get through two players, and the button limping is like usually when the button limps, it means that he doesn't like to fold to a raise, I guess. So usually we'll see a flop with you because most buttons just raise, and when he limps, I just feel like they don't fold. So your main source of profit here is just by making him fold and just not see a flop, because as soon as you see a flop, like it will be bad. There's just 6-5. There's just not very many good flops that can come. And you actually caught one of the better flops, I thought. So I would check this, but your raise, it's certainly not bad by no means, because you just try to seize initiative and just force aggression, which is good. In general, I like the attitude for sure.
Yeah, and I thought I would see either I would get the money, or I would see if some of the guys does have more in hands than just a limp.
Right. So you're basically just trying to force aggression on the others
Yeah.
and just try and pick up the pot, which is, I mean, I like the attitude as I was saying. I think the mentality is definitely right, but the hand is probably not. So you should probably be more selective with your hands here.
Yeah.
Like 6-5 stealing from the small blind, no problem with that. Raising with 2 guys involved already, got a problem with that. All right, so you got 2 calls, and you flop. Like this flop is actually one of the best flops you can get, because it's ragged and rainbow and disconnected. Well, there's a flush draw, but you know it's just disconnected. You know what I mean? It's like Jack 5 deuce. There's just not much going on there, and you also have the pair of 5s, which could be good right now. And you think about like so many people with this flop with, I don't know, 7, 8, king, queen, king 10, queen 9, whatever, and they don't hit anything. But the problem is your hand is good right now, but it might not be good later.
Yeah.
And that's why you should probably just, you have like one of the best opportunities to just bet here. So I would just go ahead and bet and not really be shy on betting. I would even bet something like 16 cents or so, just to make sure these 2 guys just fold whatever
So
piece
what did I do? I checked. We all checked. Okay.
Yeah. Thing is, as soon as you check, it's just going to get more unlikely for you to get the 5 to showdown.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you saw what problem arises on the river, right?
Right, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, definitely bet the flop. Yeah.
And the rest is history.
Yeah, and that's,
see an ace. Yeah. And my hand is dead.
That's no problem. Yeah, you just kind of, by checking on the flop and then not continuing with your aggression, you kind of just hand over the steering wheel to the opponents. And you just tell them, you know, do whatever you like with a pot, and they can take free cards, and like sometimes they hit, sometimes they bluff you out. But yeah, if you just bet the flop, I think this pot is yours for sure.
Yep.
Would have liked it for sure. But no problem. This was like, yeah, this was definitely a super interesting hand, I think. Right, so that guy min opens on the button. Yeah, punish the min openers on the button.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, ace-9 is definitely a better candidate to do it with against the min open. I think you made it 10, right?
Yeah. Sorry, 8.
Yeah, sure.
8 cents.
Right. What do you think about your? What do you yourself think about your size here? About the 10 cents.
Perhaps it was a little bit too weak.
Too small, right?
Too small. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I think so too. That's kind of what I suggested at, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, make it a little bit bigger out of position. Just, you know, put some more money in, because you definitely, I think you're happy if you just take down the pot pre-flop with your ace, just without seeing a flop at all. So if you make it 14 or even 16, something like that, just to make sure that, you know, he just gives up the pot often and you just take it down right there. Because yeah, if you raise too small, he'll just, you know, call a lot, which is okay too, but it's gonna get tricky on some boards.
Yeah. But this one was really interesting.
So yeah, the 9, I mean, it's just kind of the same with the 6-5. Now you actually have a cool hand.
Yeah, and now I did a bet, half pot, round half pot. I think it was a little bit too small again.
I think this time it's actually okay to bet a little bit smaller.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the flop bet because, you know, your 9 could be best. And it's a kind of a dry board. And you want calls from like weakish hands. So it's actually okay if you bet small, if he continues with, let's say, some 5, some pocket 6s, 7s, or something like that. And, you know, you don't necessarily have to bet big here. So I like it.
Okay, he calls me.
Would you, oh, there's a question in chat. Would you raise there ever yourself, Flix, with the ace-9? Against the min raise, certainly against the right opponent type, I would consider raising at least. It's definitely an option. I don't always do it, but it depends on the opponent pretty much. Like when people min open, you can certainly try and take advantage of that, because the min open on the button just usually indicates some, they're just clicking buttons with weakish hands and they try to take down the blinds for cheap, which ace-9 is a decent hand against, so why not? But,
yeah, and you have to think of that we have absolutely no information about the players.
Yeah.
I think if I had a regular with a min raise, I would consider folding.
Right, and if you also knew that the guy would be like a little bit of a tighter guy or wouldn't steal all that much, yeah, that's right. In Zoom, I think it's fair to assume if you just go ahead and 3-bet a min raise, that's okay. Yeah, I agree. It's not literally the best hand to 3-bet, but it's definitely a good option to do it because you have a blocker. Min raise usually means weak, so yeah. And you go ahead and bet again.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Half pot again.
Absolutely.
He calls, and well.
Yeah, this
raises.
Is an interesting spot.
Yeah.
What were you thinking in that spot while you played it?
Well, because of the min raise at the bottom, I didn't give him higher pairs like kings or aces or something like that. So my thought was perhaps he has hit a king and 6, 5, perhaps only a king.
Right. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I would tend to think that given how you bet, I mean, you bet 3 times. So you bet flop, bet turn, bet river. You just gave him like the good old triple, right? So you went for the triple. You kind of, you didn't empty the clip, but you're close to. So you shot 3 times and he's like, he's under pressure. So when people are under pressure 3 times, I tend to think that they usually get kind of honest on the river. So when they raise you, it means serious business mostly.
Okay.
Because like there's not a lot of like, he can't really have many draws that busted. Like he can't have a flush draw. He can't have like a straight draw like queen jack or queen 10, but it's unlikely that he continues with that and that he then goes ahead and bluffs the river. And 7-8 gets there. So he does make some rare straight maybe if he does call down with some of the straight draws he has. But I think it's more likely that he actually is very, very strong in that spot. So I would even exclude kings, like a king, like ace king or king queen, mostly because ace king usually re-raises preflop.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he's more likely to have either a boat or a 9. So if he has a 9, you obviously have him outkicked, which is great. If he has a boat, you're beat. So it's very, very close. And given that he already close to put you all in, I think we just have a clear call. We can also put the rest in. That's fine against some of the 9s. It's still going to be very close, I guess. Because he will have pocket 5s, sometimes even pocket 6s in that spot. I wouldn't like at 2NL, I wouldn't be surprised if people have pocket 6s in that spot. Because they go, call. Yeah, my pair could be good. I don't know. I'll just call down. Maybe he doesn't have the king. Maybe he just bluffs and then all in. Yeah, 5s and 6s. But then there's like 8, 9 and 9, 10. So yeah, I think you're fine here.
Yeah.
Should not.
So I shoved all in because I was only 14 cents.
Yeah, right.
Away from all in. So I thought, okay.
It's a good plan. Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Here we go.
I think it was a nice hand. Apart from like the pre-flop sizing could have been a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Yeah, you guys had the same hand, so. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Nice. You want to play one more orbit?
Sure.
Yeah, let's give it one more go.
If your viewers would like me to play again?
Yeah, sure. Just one more orbit and then we're good. I think that's perfect.
Okay.
Got some more time. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, no walking. Too bad. I was just thinking maybe there's like this universal good run on stream, but then you got the walk.
Yeah. Okay, ace 8. to try to play this one.
Oh, that's kind of loosey-goosey even for me. I wouldn't open that from that position, but it's okay.
Okay, forward. So this is a cutoff, but King 9 would be too loose for me, even from the cutoff. So I fold.
Yeah, I mean, both the ace 8 and the king 9 are, for those positions, to me, they're also very close opens. But usually, I mean, I sometimes go overboard with openings, so you cannot really ask me, because I'm like, I see a beautiful hand and I'm like, oh, I gotta open this. This is a cool hand and this is a cool limit, you know. But it really depends on how comfortable you are and how confident you feel about playing.
So at the moment, I don't feel very confident.
In that case, I would definitely advise you to stick to a little bit of tighter range. But just a little bit.
But here I will give it a call. Just to see the flop. Okay. Easy check. And a fold. So that was the next orbit.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely advise you, as long as you're in that not so confident mood or state, or where you're just trying things out, stick to a little bit of a tighter pre-flop plan. Like, you know, stay away from the early positions by opening too wide in those. Like, you were absolutely correct folding the king 9 in the cutoff and the ace 8 in middle position. I think that's, if you just fold those and just stick to very good hands in those spots, then that's probably going to make you a little bit more confident on the long run. And then once you get confident, you can open up if you find the right spots. And instead, my advice is to look for better spots when you're first in the small blind or on the button. Because as I was saying, I think stealing is very important. So try and focus on that first. And then, just leave aside all the early position stuff for the first couple of 1,000 hands that you play. It's not that important. If you just stick to some very solid ranges there, you're good. All right.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Thanks, Thomas, for stopping by to make this the first stream appearance of a subscriber for.
Well, thank you very much.
It was great. Yeah.
And I will stick to your Twitch stream.
That's cool. Yeah.
Every time you're streaming.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to do more of these. I think they're fun. They're interactive and everybody can like join and take part. So that's cool. All right, so you're gonna give Cash Game some more tries then?
Absolutely, yeah.
Cool, awesome. All right, yeah. Let me know. Keep us up. Keep the gang updated on how your progress goes.
Yeah, I will post the link to the blog.
That's awesome. Perfect. So can you? Can you put the link into the chat box? That's probably best because people can just click it. All right. Thank you very much, Thomas.
Thank you.
I'll be going and feed the cats now because they start to get really annoying right now. Okay. And I guess let's talk next time.
We will do.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. That was Thomas, my guest on stream, my guest subscriber on stream. All right, so I was just saying it. My cats start to get a little bit annoying, so I will be feeding them right now. And Germans everywhere. That's right. Thomas is going to put the link to his blog into the chat. That's cool. No. Full ring. We don't play full ring around here, Zatzocker. There is no full ring poker here. All right, so if you guys want to make an appearance on a stream anytime soon, if you're a subscriber, just shoot me a message, and I'll be happy to set you up, just like I did with Thomas. Going to be like a short segment, like half an hour to an hour or so, but yeah, if you would like to take part, feel free to message me. Okay, so off you go. This was Motivational Monday. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. All right, bye guys.